88.3. But you can call us Jam 88.3.
60 minutes of pop fiction. Venture into a world of fantasy, animation, gaming, mythical language, graphic novels, robotics, and sci-fi. Tune in to 60 minutes of pop fiction with Marty Tengco. Wednesdays at midnight on your new music alternative. Jam 88.3.
was Hedwig's theme by... Well, it's a cover, obviously. It's a metal cover by 331 E-Rock. Welcome to the show, people. 60 minutes of pop fiction here on Jam 88.3, your new music alternative. Well, that, if you know that, I'm sure you should know. Obviously, we'll be talking about Harry Potter, which I mentioned yesterday at Big Gospel Pina's Kooky Tuason show. So we will be geeking on, magic and stuff. And if you see... Guys, if you see someone beside me to my left, you've seen her in my first episode, Neil Gaiman episode. Welcome back, Carla.
Hi, Marty. It's so good to be back from episode 1 to episode 63.
I know, it's been forever.
And I am back.
And it was last year.
My God.
Yes,
that went really quick.
Yeah, very quick.
But I'm super excited for this one. Even more so, I think, than our Neil Gaiman talk.
Yeah, I know.
So, I came bouncing in here, you guys. I just arrived. I was late because I couldn't find a ride, but here I am. And I came bouncing in. We were all just squealing. Yeah! Harry Potter night!
I know, and we're so excited because, it shows our age.
No, it does not.
No, it does
No,
not.
it
All
does
right,
not.
it does not. But definitely, it's time to talk about magic and everything that makes everybody happy and, the 4 houses and whatnot. Well, please, we're on Facebook Live. Just look for us, 60 minutes of pop fiction. And, of course, our text line. Where's our text line? 0915-349-0883. Please message us. Tell us, what's your favorite book? Because apparently people have so much opinion lately, especially after everything from the books to the extended,
the movies, extended
and
series.
the play and all that.
And I'm anticipating a lot of house talk.
Yes.
So as you can see, if you guys are watching on the live stream, I came in yellow today because I have fully embraced my Hufflepuffness.
Yeah,
it took me a while.
I'm also a Hufflepuff, but since I wanted to just incorporate all 4 colors, so it's rainbow.
Okay, very safe choice you got there.
I'm the odd hat.
Okay.
But yeah, Hufflepuff with Newt Scamander.
Yes. I'm so glad that
Did you just say yes?
I'm so glad there's a star right now in this whole Harry Potter universe who is a Hufflepuff.
Finally.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very much.
Representing the Puffs.
Yes. All right, but before we start, we do have some guests here in the booth who would like to promote their show. So please come and introduce yourselves. Who would like to start? Hi guys. Who would like to introduce themselves first?
Come on down.
Please.
Okay, we're setting up their mic over here. I think you guys can kind of see their
from
2
the
screens here tonight.
you're on Facebook Live.
Okay, hi. It's okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay, hi.
Hi. So we're from Melody Road.
Yes.
So it's a anime and video game themed concert.
Okay.
It will be happening during the holiday season. So let me just introduce the group. My name is Val.
Hi, Val.
Hi. I'm one of the producers of the show.
Okay.
And this is Pam. Hi. There. And Frances and Kel. So
Yeah, please say hi.
we're the 4 ladies behind the concert. So there.
All right. So how did you think about this?
Well, it was actually not a new thing because we did it last year. So it was all conceptualized and it was all brought out by an anime fan, actually, an anime and video game fan. It was all done because she wanted to have someone to talk to and watch this kind of things and squeal when the music that she loves is playing. So that's when she did this concert conceptualization just for fans like her to appreciate music and anime Japanese pop music in a different way. So right now we're doing it via live orchestra, live
Awesome.
chamber orchestra. So
is
it's
so
totally
cool,
different from what we're all been hearing. So rock music and everything, this is done in a classical way, and there's a modern twist to all our songs.
That's so cool. Yeah.
I'm
What are-
excited to hear it.
Yeah, it's true. What are the pieces you guys are replaying, and based on what anime, TV series, movies?
So we're doing 3 sets. So there is a set for Studio Ghibli, and then one set for 90s lovers, 90s anime lovers like us. And there's also for millennial guys, new animes that are just mostly coming out. So we've put in some pieces from there. So do you like to know? Do you like to know some of the?
Yeah, how can we find you?
So we're doing some songs from Kiki's Delivery Service, House Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro, Sailor Moon.
Oh, Moonies.
Sailor Moon, of course, my favorite. Hi, Moonies. And then the talk of the anime world right now, Kimetsu Yaiba.
Yes.
Kimetsu no Yaiba. So the others, surprise. You can see our
we
song
can't
list.
give away the whole set
Yeah,
list.
So do you guys have a website that they could check, like, for details or anything?
We actually have a website. It's www.melodyroad.ph. We also have our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all Melody Road. PH, sorry. Melody Road PH. So all of the list, all of the song lists will be available at the page, also on the website. If you want to buy tickets, you can also go to the website, or you could go to the event page at Facebook and then click find tickets there.
Okay, the venues would be,
The venue will be at the Axon at Green Sun. So both of the show dates are there. The anime feature that will be playing the 90s, what Pam discussed, will be on November 10.
Okay.
And then the video game one will be on December 8.
Okay, wow. I'm excited. Especially I did Studio Ghibli episode.
You already had your episode.
Yeah, I did with Joel Toledo. And the thing is, there are actually a lot of fans of anime. I didn't know. No, I wasn't paying attention. So apparently there are. And they'll be excited. Because you know what? When I did Disney Princess, I had a violinist, Ronnie Mistal, do I guess the music thing.
Oh,
so
cool.
she played us some songs, and then to guess what the Disney song is. It was funny because there were some mistakes because, like, you have to guess the title of the movie and who sang it. So yeah, so at least people who listen to 60 Minutes are familiar with, classical and fandom. So yeah, this one is fantastic because anime, a lot of people are into anime. Anything else you'd like to promote or greet or say hi to or anything?
This is your shot, guys. This is your time now.
Because the musicians that are doing Melody Road is actually a group called Radical Dreamers.
Okay.
So and then we'd like to say hi to all our musicians out there. Hello,
hi, guys.
Let's have a great show. And
break leg.
Special mention to all those 90s people that are that doesn't yet know about the show. This one is all for you. So please follow us on our website and all our social media platforms.
Can you plug the what are your handles again on social media?
It's our website is www.melodyroad.ph, and then for social media it's melodyroadph. Also, I would like to extend acknowledgements to all the media partners that supported us,
Nice.
like Jam, and all the fandom websites that's supporting us now. Also, the communities that we've asked support from. Our community partner, Sailor Moon PH, Sailor Moon Collectors, Independent Gaming Developers Association, UPAME.
Okay.
So that's one of the things that the show would really want to do is to get support from the community also, since this is created by fans for the exact same fans.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, guys, for dropping by. Again, guys, please go to their websites and their social media handles to know the venue, the tickets, and every detail you need to know about this event. Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you for
and
having
have
us.
a lovely evening, and hope to see you guys. All right, so we'll be playing some more songs. That will,
Nice.
what? You remember the band, the Weird Sisters?
Of course.
And
Of course.
so I think I'll be playing something from the Weird Sisters called "To the Hippogriff." That was for the Goblet of Fire. You're still here, 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction on Jam 88.3, your new music alternative.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time playing live here at Hogwarts, please welcome the band that needs no introduction, Lumos!
Alright, Hogwarts! Are you ready for some real music? Come on! I want to see your hands in the air! You're looking good! I'm gonna teach you a brand new dance tonight! Are you ready? Are you ready? Your body like a hairy troll. I learned to rock and roll. I spin around like a crazy elf. Dancing by himself. I boogie down like a unicorn. No stopping till the break of dawn. I put your hands up in the air. Like an old girl, just don't care. Can you dance like a hippogriff? Mama, 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 mama. Flying off from a cliff. Mama, 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 mama. Moving down to the ground. Mama, 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 mama. Wheel around and around and around and around. Mama, 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 mama. Move around like a scary ghost. Spooking himself the most. Shake your booty like a boggart in pain. Again and again and again. Get it on like an angry spectre who's definitely out to get ya. Stamp your feet like a leprechaun. Get it on, get it on. Can you dance like a hippogriff? Mama, 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 mama. Flying off from a cliff. Mama, 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 mama. Swooping down to the ground. Mama, 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 mama. Wheel around and around and around and around. Mama, 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 mama. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, come on. Ooh, you gotta move it. I like a groovy creature of the night. Yeah, that's right. Oh, a creature of the night. Well, did I feel alright? Did I feel alright? Hippogriff, mama, 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 mama. Flying off from a cliff, mama, 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 mama. Swooping down to the ground, mama, 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 mama. Wheel around and around and around and around and around and around and around. Come on, come on. Yeah, can you dance like a hippogriff? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hi, this is Carl Orit, and you're listening to 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction on Jam 88.3. See you, Space Cowboys. You're gonna carry that weight.
This one's going out to all the lovers out there. Hold each other tight and keep each other warm. And dance your final dance. This is your final chance to hold the one you love. You know you've waited long enough. be scared. She wants you to. Yeah, it's hard. You must be brave. Don't let this moment slip away. This is your final chance.
And of course, that's still from the Weird Sisters, Magic Works. You know what? A lot of people who listened to this song said, this is gonna be my wedding song.
Your wedding song.
They're saying on YouTube that they love this wedding song. I think this again from the Goblet of Fire. So let me just explain that of all the Harry Potter films, including Fantastic Beasts, there are very, very few songs. And these are the few songs and by the quote-unquote Weird Sisters.
Right.
They're not a real... Well, we hope it's a real band because it just proves to show that Hogwarts is real. But it's not real. So, Weird Sisters comprises of Jarvis Cocker of Pulp for vocals, Johnny Greenwood of Radiohead on lead guitar, Jason Buckle of All Seeing Eye on rhythm guitar, Steve McKay of Pulp on bass, Steve Clayton of Add N to X on keyboards, and Phil Selway of Radiohead on drums. So that's all of them for Weird Sisters.
Dude, that is like an all-star band to create our once fictional band, the Weird Sisters.
But I want it to be real.
Yeah, I mean, it is real. I mean, we've got the music right now to prove it. So we've got our Weird Sisters music, and that first one was featured on the Goblet of Fire.
Actually, all of these, because
even the second one,
all of the songs I'll be playing by the Weirds is just Goblet of Fire. Because if you check the soundtrack list from 1 to book 7, they're all instrumental. John Williams and everyone. They're basically instrumentals.
Yes, the legendary John Williams.
Orchestra.
Sorry. Yes.
Instrumental sounds like
like we're waiting for the lyrics.
Sorry. Orchestra. So there's Goblet of Fire, and then there's those 1 and 2 songs. Like if you've watched Deathly Hallows, there's a One Time, but it's a Christmas Carol, and then there's a Sorting Hat. If you're fond of the guy who's speaking the Sorting Hat, but he's amazing. So you think that'd be pretty?
I think you've got the voice down pretty much there.
This is the first one.
Speaking of the Sorting Hat, let's take a second to say hi and hello everybody who's watching on our live stream. Of course,
guys,
listening in their car or wherever they are on the radio. And of course, our live stream over here. Hello, you guys. Thank you for being with us. And of course, I was talking about Sorting Hat, right?
Yes.
So we were just really excited earlier talking about our Hogwarts houses.
Yes.
What we were sorted into.
Yes.
And for those of you who are watching on our live streams, you'll see that I'm in yellow as a proud Hufflepuff.
Yes.
And so is Marty
I
over
am a proud
here.
Hufflepuff. I actually got sorted. I'm not... It's cool. Before, did you ever felt pressured to be in Gryffindor?
I was so pressured. The first time, it felt so official to take the Pottermore quiz once upon a time, right?
Yes.
Because there were all those other, quiz websites, but it never really meant anything because, it's not sanctioned by Queen J.K. Rowling herself, right? So, I would get Hufflepuff and then be like, okay, it's not important. It's not sanctioned by anything Harry Potter. So Pottermore came out.
Yes.
And the day came that I finally got my email, logged into Pottermore, took my quiz, and I was so sure. I was so very sure that I was gonna be either a Hufflepuff or a Ravenclaw. Because I didn't want to accept that I would be a Slytherin because I don't think I'm that
cunning
or ambitious of a person. So I knew I would never be a Slytherin. So here I was thinking, okay, I gotta be a Gryffindor, like my favorite characters, or I gotta be at least a Ravenclaw.
Uh-huh.
And so you can imagine my shock and my disappointment when I first found out I was a Hufflepuff. Was it the same for you? Was it the Hufflepuff quiz? The Pottermore quiz?
The thing was, when I did the quiz, and I also agree with you, when it wasn't such a official thing, you joined all the quizzes you can find, right?
Yeah.
And I felt pressured to do to get
to
a
be
Gryffindor.
a Gryffindor.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was even a one time because you know when the internet was lagging back then, so
okay,
you click and
so
you
like
get,
the pressure would build a little bit.
Plus the fact that sometimes, why is that the answer? I did click that. There was an error in
Oh,
clicking.
I see.
And I ended up with Slytherin. I couldn't accept it.
Okay.
And so here comes Pottermore. And
yeah. This
I
is
guess
the one.
I was okay with
this. This is the one.
Because I felt like I'm okay with the result here because that's me, okay? I'm having fun with the results of being the loyal, hardworking, yellow and black with a badger.
So were you fine with it from the get-go?
But from the beginning, like when J.K. Rowling, when this began in the 90s. Did I just say that?
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry. Late 90s.
Late 90s. Emphasis on late 90s.
Late 90s, guys.
Yes.
So after the late 90s, it was a hit. Actually, nearly by the early, up to the 2000s, super hit in this country, in the Philippines, because, well, we're late, so we got the books a bit late.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit late.
But I think we caught the craze more or less.
Yeah, more or less, and over the top too, except that it's not as wild, I guess, as in the UK or in the US.
Right.
Like, yeah, people would buy, but so and so. She's doing a spell here. She's doing a bewitched here. Yeah, so the thing was, I felt like maybe I should just stick to this house, because it's this house, red, Gryffindor, brave, fight.
Yeah.
And so I felt that it should be. That's the only, I didn't even pay attention to the other houses.
Yeah, and you know what? I think Hufflepuffs in particular get a bad rap.
Yes.
Because they weren't given as much, screen time or page time. Wherein you really got to build an identity for them.
That's true.
Like they're like, it's like if you're brave, you're a Gryffindor.
Yeah.
If you're ambitious, you're a Slytherin.
And that's
if
it.
you're smart, you're Ravenclaw. And everybody else goes to Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
And so, that was
That's
the feeling
true.
going into it. Because we didn't really have much of an image. I mean, we got Cedric Diggory, but
it
felt like he was just a special Hufflepuff.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it was a little disheartening to find out at first that I was a Hufflepuff, that you were a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, that's true. And then, actually, when you read Pottermore, you'll see that apparently, if you read the background of the four founders, which is Helga Hufflepuff,
Salazar
Rowena,
Slytherin, they're all like the same initials. GG, SS, Rowena Ravenclaw.
Like you would forget her name. In all honesty, Helga Hufflepuff is the epitome of a mom, period. Like, she'll get everyone because she wants to teach. That's what I appreciate Hufflepuff the more.
One more.
Hufflepuff the more because she just wants to teach everyone who's willing to listen. Because Gryffindor's you have to be brave. Ravenclaw, you have to be smart.
Yeah.
Slytherin,
And this was in the song. It was in the song of the Sorting Hat.
And even in Pottermore, like the side stories that J.K. Rowling kept putting in the side.
Yeah.
Then you would see that, okay. But it doesn't give, as you've said, justice. It's not fair. Actually, it's amazing that Helga was... So even when they created this, the Hogwarts and all that, they were more... She was the most understanding of all, the most lenient, I suppose, and not so strict.
She wasn't so, hi guys. She wasn't so, she wasn't so stringent, I guess, about who deserves to be where. It was just a matter of teaching, these magical blooded students.
Yeah.
and not discriminating based on any other trait.
And not the sacred, just sticking to the sacred 20.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I really need, I owe these people a greeting.
Oh yeah,
I'm
okay,
just
let's say
greeting
hello
to some
to
people.
everybody
Yes.
tuned in. Now's your chance to say hello so we can say your name on the
Yes.
air. Say hello to you.
You guys will message Carla. People message me. So first on the comment section, Bernicoy Deborah, hi. Thank you so much for tuning in. Zane Tesorero, hi. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kendall Garcia, hi Marty. It's Harry Potter, yay. Yay!
We feel exactly the same
Yeah,
way.
That's true. Rodel Medel, that's
Rodel Medel.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, Rodel Medel.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Luis Leiron. Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. Did you say, is this Amory or Amory Wars? I did check this out. I don't know what you mean by this. Are you asking if it's a song or what? If it's a song, it's the Weird Sisters. But yeah, please clarify. What do you mean by this? There is, Nim, hi Nim, who was in your show, Kooky, yesterday. Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. And I know he's a Harry Potter
now he's
fan.
here.
And he said his favorite book is Harry Potter 6. We will talk about that later.
Yes, we will.
Definitely.
Where we at?
Alvin Guardero. Actually, tagged a friend, Joseph Guerrero, para di ka antukin habang nag-aabang kung sakaling magpakala. Oh, thank you
That's
so
so
much.
thoughtful. Tagging your friend.
Yeah, listen.
Make sure nobody...
Yeah, listen to our show and let's geek about Harry Potter. Dewey Bocolcol, yay! Yay! Kidlat Rio Fear, hi! Again, hi from, I think you're from Toronto. No, sorry. Where is he from? I don't remember. You forgot.
Wherever
Canada?
he is from.
I don't remember. Canada? I can't remember if you're in Canada.
So
but
Kenneth is a Ravenclaw, it seems.
yeah, Kenneth De La Rosa, Ravenclaw. Hi! Thank you so much for tuning
Hi,
in. Let's all be
guys.
proud of our houses. In
Yes,
plural.
let's be proud of our houses.
Plural.
Plural.
Do you have anybody to greet?
Plural. Well, currently on my stream over here, we've got people tuning in, but don't be shy, guys. Just say hello so we can say your name on the air. Just say hi. Don't be shy.
Again, guys, we're on Facebook Live. Just look for us, 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction. We have a text line, 0915-349-0883. And of course, if you are on the old school radio.
Old school.
You can, whether you're listening on in your cars, or maybe you have your phone app, an FM app, or maybe you have, I don't know, wherever you are, then just look for the dial 88.3. And we're geeking out and we're being very excited.
We have only just begun, guys.
Yeah, I think we had too much Birdie Bots. I don't know. Have you tried Birdie Bots?
Have I tried what?
Birdie Bots, every bean.
I've tried something similar.
Oh.
So it's kind of a gamble. Because it's Birdie Bots. Yeah, really. Because Birdie Bots every flavored beans is kind of similar to this other product called Bean Boozled.
Okay.
So you get jelly beans, right?
Yeah.
And each jelly bean, like, it can be one of two flavors, but it looks exactly the same.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
So let's say I don't remember the exact flavors anymore, but
what did you eat?
For example, there's one that it's white.
Uh-huh.
So it's either a vanilla jelly bean or a vomit jelly bean.
Ew. Oh.
Have you tried Birdie Bots?
I did not try like the whole candy. So apparently in 2006 or 2000, no. So earlier, 2003. So a schoolmate of mine, apparently her sister went to Hogwarts in UK.
Cool. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yes, there.
Yeah.
And so at the time, they were selling small batches of Birdie Bots, every flavored bean at the time.
Oh, nice.
So there's like 6 or 8 flavors, and there's this card that shows.
Oh, that's adorable. And it was just a little, sampler.
Small, and then it's this purple pouch. And then she didn't allow me to see the card. She just said, pick a bean.
Oh.
I was so worried. Like, I've read the books.
Yeah.
And I think I got earwax.
Earwax?
I think either earwax or booger. I just didn't. I know I didn't like it. Like,
that is a doozy.
I don't like this. It said, "Oh, let's see the card." It's like there was a card with like what the flavor is for each color. Like I got booger.
Well, you were indoctrinated with one of the worst ones, so it
can
only get better from there.
Yeah, there are usual flavors. There's there's chocolate and peppermint, but there's the odd ones. Vomit. Yeah,
vomit. Grass. There's grass.
Why would you even?
But hey, grass wasn't too bad.
Really?
It wasn't too bad. So you got stuff like that. But I had the chance to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Japan.
Okay.
In Japan.
Wow.
So you can imagine it was a little strange because I guess very much so, even if it's Universal Studios. the language priority is still generally Japanese.
Right, of course. Okay.
So imagine walking through, Hogsmeade and Hogwarts, and you've got these projections of Harry and Ron and Hermione, but they're all speaking Japanese.
Nihongo. It's a bit weird because we're used to that it's English, right?
Yeah. But I did get the chance while I was there to try butterbeer.
No.
Oh, it was. And you know what? Before I got that chance to try butterbeer, I was so desperate, like several years ago, to make my own version, just to sort of recreate, right? And I don't know if you got the same recipe,
No,
but
I bet
you never got to try. The one that I tried at home involved cream soda.
Okay.
And a certain kind of I think it might have been whipped cream or something.
Right, yes.
And it kind of recreated it nicely. I don't know. And and having once I got the chance to come to Universal Studios Japan for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, it was a pretty close match. So guys, if you want like a good base for your home butterbeer, homebrew butterbeer. Start with cream soda. You can get it in the grocery. It's pretty good.
You know what's another thing they could try, which I'm not sure though. Apparently a friend of mine, actually no, it's Cookie's friend originally and mine, Pika Yonzon. Apparently she went, I'm not sure if it's SLEX or NLEX. I don't know. It confuses me so many times over. And then Caltex, Select actually was selling butterbeer.
What?
Right?
The real thing?
I don't know, but when I drank it, I was like, oh, so good. Of course, she didn't give me the whole bottle.
At a gas station.
At a gas station. This was last year, and she let me taste it. And so she let me sip. Because apparently Starbucks did release a butterbeer day. For one day only.
Here in the Philippines?
Yes.
I did not catch that.
Right,
okay.
Cookie? There was a butterbeer day, right? Yes, there was a butterbeer one day for 100 pesos.
Why only one day? I didn't hear of this.
Huh? It's really good. It was really
Cookie
good.
says it's really good.
Yes.
What? Even?
It was really good, but when our common friend Pika let us try the one from Caltex, it was closer for me. I think it was the closer. It's like Scotch, right? Butterscotch, not Scotch. Sorry.
Yeah, like butterscotch,
right. Not Scotch.
no, that's something else.
That's a different butterscotchy flavor-ish, right?
Okay.
That was what the Caltex version was. The one in Starbucks a bit watered down, not so strong, a bit sweet, just a hint of butterscotchy. Nice. While in Select it had it strong. It was like, oh, and then she was like, I didn't know you wanted it. I'm like, are you kidding? I want this. And then, I don't know when I'm gonna go back and Select again.
It's okay. We'll make our own butterbeer.
Yeah, we'll make our own butterbeer. So cream soda and whipped cream, right?
You know, if anybody just tuned in just now, they must be wondering who are these two raging alcoholics on the radio.
No, sorry, it's butterbeer. Wait, sis. Maginhawa, right, has this Harry Potter themed store, right? Yes, and they sell butterbeer, and it's like the glass
in that mug.
Yes, but the thing is, it's so tiny. The booth, their store is so tiny. So a lot of people, it's so weird. It's like they're drinking something illegal, but it's butterbeer. They order a lot for their friends.
Yeah,
drink it in the car because there's no place there.
I see.
It's full. But yeah,
well,
guys,
at least you can get it to go.
Yeah, to go.
So
yes,
you can. There's that option.
So people are like, what did you get? Oh, butterbeer. Sounds Harry Potter-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go to the books.
Okay, let's dive in.
Yeah,
we're diving in. To those who just tuned in, we're about to dive in.
Yeah, to
the Harry Potter books.
Yeah. Okay, I'm curious though.
Yeah.
Who introduced you to Harry Potter?
I got my first Harry Potter book for my 11th or 12th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. And the
happy
thing is,
birthday.
Happy birthday to me. And and the thing is, it was during the height of the craze.
Yes.
So actually, that birthday, I received 2 copies of the first Harry Potter book.
I don't have. I only have from 3 to 7. Okay, go ahead.
Well, at that birthday, I received 2 copies of the first book. And at first I was like, what even is this? I hadn't heard of the whole Harry Potter
series,
craze. I didn't know it was about. We didn't have social media to
at the time,
keep up with these things. We had Candy Magazine and and the like to sort of guide us.
Yes.
Or those kids magazines.
Yeah.
But at the time I was pretty clueless about who the heck is Harry Potter, what is going on here.
Yeah.
And so for a while it was kind of just chilling on my shelf and it was just there. And yeah, one day it finally, struck me to try and read one of my 2 copies of the Harry Potter first book.
Okay.
And so yeah, I went for it, and I didn't look back since. In fact, I did look back since, because I read the first few books maybe 13 times.
Wow, yeah, that's how much you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So wait, in one sitting, how many times did you read the books? Like,
okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Books 1, 2, 3, 4. Are probably, those are the ones I think I read about 12, 13 times. 5, 6, 7. Books 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
A lot fewer, because those came much later on.
And they're longer.
And there was a long wait.
Right?
Yeah. 5 is especially long.
Yeah.
6 and 7
They're
were
thick.
particularly heavy. So yeah, and that was, I think the series finished. I was probably finishing high school already. So yeah, it was like this long-term investment.
Yeah. And from book 4 to book 5, the wait was really long.
It was a long wait between
it
books
was.
4 and 5. So, it's it was a long-term emotional investment for me.
That's true. And I thought, like, maybe this series. Did you ever feel that the series is not going to continue anymore?
I trusted her.
Oh,
I
wow.
trusted Queen Rowling, and I just kept the faith that she's no George R.R. Martin, okay? She delivers. She delivers her books when she says she's gonna deliver her books.
That's true.
So
roast.
The king roast ba?
Okay, I'm curious though.
Yeah.
So, of all the books, which is your favorite?
Oof, that's so hard. That's really difficult to. That's really difficult to zero in on just one book.
We'll just stick with the 7 first, not the other books, like this 7.
Yeah, no. There's one book in particular, aside from the 7, that I'm not even gonna acknowledge. We'll get to that. We will get to that.
Okay. Okay.
But from the original 7 books, oof, that's so difficult.
What is the book that you've read like so many times you can't count? Because obviously,
1,
I'm
2, 3,
assuming...
I definitely read the most.
1, 2, 3,
but
okay.
5 was especially fun because it was this time of rebellion, and it's just, you had this villain that you just love to hate.
Yeah, that's true.
Professor Umbridge, and everybody's like, stirring this whole, we're young adults now, and we're gonna think for ourselves and beat the system, and and there's all this angst in book 5 because they're 15 years old.
Yeah.
Everybody's got the long hair going. I know that's book 4.
Book 4.
Book 4. Everybody's got all that long hair going on. I don't know what that was about. Yeah. But book 5 in particular, you
suddenly
get to
have
see,
short hair.
I know. I guess they got the message.
The memo. Guys, cut your hair.
It was a little cute though.
Yeah.
I mean, on some of them it was kind of cute.
Yeah.
But I digress. But there, book 5, you kind of see them coming into their own power, and not just magically, but you see them coming into their power as young adults, and they take matters into their own hands.
Right.
I mean, they always did, right?
Right.
But in this case, even if you weren't, the Magic 3, you see all these other members of their squad.
I thought they were gonna say Dumbledore's army.
Dumbledore's army.
DA.
Yeah. So everybody sort of rallies and kind of brings out that courage of theirs that we didn't get to see so much of before.
Right.
So I think I really enjoyed 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular chapter that you are really in love with?
Oof. I don't think I can narrow it down that far.
Okay.
But okay. One of them is probably in book. Probably in book 3 because we get to see a little bit of that hope and that tenderness between Harry and Sirius Black.
That part.
So you kind of get
the
this
last part.
Yeah, you kind of you kind of get this moment of hope where you sincerely believe like he's gonna live with Sirius.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like he's gonna hack at it with his new godfather who's now part of the picture.
Yeah, finally, right?
Oof.
Yeah.
So,
do you have a particular spell that you like a favorite spell?
Oof.
I
know because there's just so many of them. Okay, I really enjoy Tarantalegra, which makes them dance uncontrollably.
Oh, that one! Oh my gosh,
kind of fun.
It was funny until until is it Barty Crouch? Yeah, Barty Crouch, who was Moody at the time, right?
I think so.
Who said, "Well, that sounds funny until I try it on you." Like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I was laughing with them, like, yeah, I don't want to be dancing against my
you don't
will
want to be
too.
on the receiving end of Mad Eye
that's true.
Moody's wand and
Slash
any of
Barty
those.
Crouch, yeah.
How about you? Is there a particular spell that appealed to you the most?
Opugno.
Opugno.
Only because it was interesting. Of all the spells, it's the one that is like something you associate with magic, like the magic that we see on in shows and everything.
Hold up, is that the one where
With the birds.
Hermione makes the birds attack Harry?
Yeah.
Okay,
Except,
there we go.
So I don't know the spell she used to create the birds. There is a spell for that, but the spell for Opugno is the one that makes them go there.
I think Avis is for
Avis
the birds, and then
Opugno, yeah. But the thing was, of all things birds, that's something that I was like, wow. I mean, we forget that, there is something about it that we always see in most
the
magic
cliche
shows.
stuff of magic.
And it was interesting because it was used to attack. It's not just I have a bird, yay.
Yeah, no.
It was like,
this is a weapon. It is a weapon against you, Harry Potter, who is really making Hermione mad.
No, it was for what's this?
Oh, for Ron. Sorry, against Ron.
For Ron and
right,
Lavender. Sorry, it's so evil. Guys, it's wrong. Don't ever wish to learn that. Okay, go.
Let's hear from our friends over here.
Okay,
guys, we're talking about Harry Potter spells and the like. So please do feel free to share and tell us what your favorite Harry Potter anything is, your favorite story about Harry Potter, your favorite character, or anything. Just dump it in the comments and we will read it on the air and greet you.
Yes, definitely.
Say hello. Let's see what we've got over here.
Yeah, we do have. What's this? Huh?
Let's see.
What? Why is there? Why is there a some what's this house from Game of Thrones here? Why is that there?
I think it's kind of like a hybrid. That's Albus Bartolata saying, "Hi, House Rastafargarian." I think you've got your fandoms crossed.
So Ravenclaw and
or like a Rastafarian Targaryen.
Okay,
okay.
We see the fandom
we
there.
See you.
Yeah,
we see you.
Hello.
And then let's see what else.
Mikey Nodalo.
Are we recording this?
Yes, this is a Facebook Live. So just
catch the Facebook Live.
If you have a job later and you need to really sleep. But thank you so much for trying to, drop by and listen to this later when you have a free time. Kaning lamig.
Kaning lamig.
Hindi naman kagandahan Harry Potter. Laughs maniacally and runs away. Ha ha. I can imagine Voldemort saying
yeah, maybe he's not all that great.
Yeah, I'm the greatest
Must
wizard.
Be a Death Eater. Crindle Garcia seems to have like a nice long comment here. What always got me into a deep discussion about Harry Potter with geeky loved ones is the lineage of Harry, the three brothers who owned the Deathly Hallows, the four founders of Hogwarts, Professor Snape and Tom Riddle, and their connections with each other. I really, really love this conversation.
Yes.
Which I hope we can get to in a bit because it is so rich in lore and it is so rich in all these theories.
Yes.
Like, oh gosh, I was rereading on all my Harry Potter theories before I got here. I was checking it out in the car and I was like, yeah, that's right. I remember this one. And there's still even new Harry Potter theories emerging until now.
Yeah.
And so it's just so cool. There's so much to draw from this comment and this conversation.
Yeah.
Which is about the lineage of Harry and
actually it was surprising. Like I didn't expect that so from the Peverell brothers and all that, like who would have known? He's just a regular Harry Potter who's with Petunia Dursley and all that. So how come he's actually from a very, very good direct lineage of the Peverell brothers? And like who would have known? And then apparently about the Deathly Hallows and stuff like that. What were your thoughts about that? Like when you read that the Beetle the Bard. Tales of Beetle the Bard. Did I just say Beetle the Bard?
Beetle the Bard.
So Tales of Beetle the Bard. What were your thoughts? Have you read it, Tales of Beetle the Bard?
I did. My sister gave me that book as a gift.
Sweet.
And so it was really nice to sort of dive into that further, to actually read the actual Tales of Beetle the Bard and not just the excerpts that you got in book 7.
Yes.
Was it 6 or 7?
7.
Yeah, okay. So to actually read that part and connect it to all the references being made in the books, I think that was really cool. I also had the actual Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Not the story of Newt, but the textbook. The textbook, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And that really helped a lot too. Because, in the book they make a lot of references to, you look like a blasted dead Scroot.
Yes.
and before they introduce that particular creature, you're like, what? What is that even?
Yeah.
So it's really cool to get to, make those references.
Have you read Quidditch Through the Ages?
That one I have not. I have not gotten my hands on Quidditch Through the Ages.
Like, if you're a fan of Quidditch, like the whole
somebody
idea.
lend me the book, please.
I know, right? Can somebody give us books here?
Yeah.
Quidditch Through the Ages is, I think, if you're the type who wishes Quidditch is real, and want to join Quidditch, then Quidditch Through the Ages is amazing. Hi, Joey D. He's from AOR, guys. Saturdays. 11 to what?
11 to what?
Yeah, I think 11 to 1.
While we're
80s
saying,
rock.
While we're saying hello, may I say hello to my friends on this stream over here?
Hi, guys.
Okay, hold on.
All right, go for it.
I got some scrolling back to do just to say hello. So hello to Vince 14344. Hello to Soul Searcher.
Hello, guys.
Hello to Kumu Carlito, who sent a bunch of goodies.
Hello.
What else we got here? Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. It's so cool to see you guys here.
Yes.
So if you just joined us here, or if you just joined us there on Facebook, hello, hi there.
Hello.
If you guys just joined us here, or on Facebook, or on the radio, on your way home, or wherever it is you're headed, we're talking all things Harry Potter. So if you're waiting for us to stop talking about all these nerdy Harry Potter things,
I don't think so.
Change the channel.
Don't, because I think you're gonna have fun. Yeah, because we are fun.
We are fun.
We are fun. Okay.
So.
Yeah, we are.
I hope
okay.
we are.
What's this? Okay. Nim says Expelliarmus. Yeah, I think that was the. Wait. When did Harry learn this? Oh, in the
dueling club.
Yes, with Gilderoy Lockhart and Professor Snape, right?
Yeah, and I think Harry's kind of drawn some flack for his Expelliarmus love.
Yes.
Because
up to the very end.
Yeah, up to the very end, this guy's about to kill you.
Expelliarmus.
He literally is casting a spell to kill you.
Expelliarmus.
And all you have to say is Expelliarmus.
Yeah, and you kill you. And even that what's his name? Stunpike. The conductor of the bus. Then
Stan Shunpike.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
He even used the same spell, and he's under the Imperius, and he's like, dude, change your spells. Come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Favorite spell. Okay, now what's this? Okay. Now I'm screening to my questions because I know my questions are here somewhere. Okay. This is the one I am waiting for to.
Okay.
Okay. So we have these books. We have the 7 books.
I love how it's all lined up here. You can see it in our Facebook stream.
Except I don't have the first two.
You got all the books lined up with a few ones.
By the way, if you see we're missing books, you should give us books. That's your book, Kooky.
That works too.
That's your book, Kooky. No, that's too complicated already. Okay, Kooky.
Maybe it'll blend in. Why
yeah,
not?
we'll
Just
try to make it
there.
blend in. Maybe it's someone's storybook or something.
Product placement. Yeah, we got to get by with some product placement here.
Okay, so you have the 7 books. You have the 3 sort of textbooks there.
Right.
And then what else are the other books? Yeah, that's 2 textbooks and then the storybook. So what about the other book?
Okay.
Look at her face.
I'm ready. I am ready to talk about the script, the published stage play,
the blasphemy. No, I'm just kidding.
Woo! Okay.
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is a play.
I have a lot of feelings about this Cursed Child book. So many feelings, and I think if we have some solid Harry Potter fans listening right now, I hope you have the same feelings that I have right now. Sana MU tayo about this issue. Because because I am just so woo.
You're so angry, huh?
I have a lot of feelings. I will
do
neither confirm nor deny that I am angry about it.
Okay. No, when you heard it first, did you believe that it's approved, it's canon or whatever?
When I first heard about it, I was open-minded about it. I was like,
Okay, yeah,
it's still supervised by her.
Yeah.
It may not be totally written
By her, yeah.
by Ms. Rowling herself.
Yeah.
But benefit of the doubt, she's supervising.
Yeah.
She's very hands-on about
Right,
these
yes,
things.
yeah.
So she wouldn't publish a new book,
Right.
which we'll call it a book because even though it's the not the screenplay, but the script. It's
yes.
still the script under her name, under the
Right.
Harry Potter franchise name.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pressure that was on. And I think firstly, the reason I have so many feelings about all this is I wasn't sure many of us truly wanted it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Because when after the 7th book, okay,
Right.
there's a lot of clamor already, like, is there going to be more? Are we
Right,
going to
yes.
get more books?
Yeah.
And then and J.K. Rowling was very clear in saying, this is it. You have to say goodbye.
Yeah. And she has moved
No more
on.
Harry Potter books. This is the end of our Harry Potter story.
Yeah.
So, everybody behave accordingly.
Yeah.
And so, it was a grieving process,
Right,
sort of,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
We
it
had to
is.
say goodbye to all these beloved characters
Yeah.
that we got to know over the years.
Yeah.
Our Magic 3, of course, but we've also got, all those cool side characters like Luna Lovegood.
Yeah, that's true.
And Neville.
Yeah.
And all these cool characters that you got to know. And so you kind of start going through the process, saying goodbye and grieving and saying, oh, I miss it, but I understand.
Right, yes.
I have to, let this be the masterpiece it is.
Yeah.
And not demand more just because. So it was really surprising to me to find out. Pottermore was one thing because she was giving us more details
Yes.
after the fact, which to me was a little strange still, because it's like, why are we getting all these facts only now?
Okay, yeah.
But I was willing to brush that aside. But along comes Cursed Child.
Such a curse.
Along comes Cursed Child, and whew,
This is the first time she's super reacting about her son.
but I don't. Can you guys blame me? Because
I know, yeah.
It was
Have
such
you finished reading it?
Cursed Child.
Yeah.
I did read it. I took the chance and I read it, and I don't know. I really didn't know how to feel about it because
Even the turn of events, right?
yeah, and they were even playing around with the original timeline
Yeah.
of the original 7 books, and
And there's the daughter of Bellatrix Lestrange and
Yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Riddle there, which is and then she's the girl who's supposed to go back in time to
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Yeah.
And what I hear from some people who did get to see the play itself.
Yeah.
I think it's spectacular as a stage play.
As a stage
From
play,
what I
yes.
hear, like it's meant
That's
to be
true.
seen as a
That's
stage play and not read as a book, which I
Right.
think makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Because
It's like a souvenir. That's what the book is.
right.
You see the play first, and then you get it as a souvenir. Well, you pay 1,000 pesos for the
Yeah,
souvenir.
yeah.
If you want a verbatim of what you just watched, but you have to watch the play first.
But see, that doesn't make so much sense because how many people really will get to see the play?
Yeah, it's in West.
Whereas they
I
release this book worldwide,
think. Right,
and you
yeah.
can only see the play in London.
in
London,
West
New
End.
York,
Yeah,
London and New York.
yeah,
I think.
just those two. Yeah,
Yeah, so it was difficult for me to digest because I mean it took me a while to accept that this is what it was to me. But when I finally got over it,
right.
I guess my description for it was it felt like bad fan fiction.
It is. Oh my goodness, yeah. Because you know what, guys, when Carla and I spoke about fan fiction in episode 1 off air, like after Neil Gaiman and all that, we were talking about fan fiction and how a lot of it is like when you feel like, oh, it's for fun, you practice writing and people explore whatever endings they like and all that. It's for fun and good fun, If you don't like it, you can just skip the story and go to a story that will appeal to you most. And there's no pressure there from anybody because fan fiction is a free app and all that. And at the time, it wasn't an app; it's a website. Now it's an app. But what we're saying is that when we discussed about fan fiction back in episode 1 off air, it was just for fun. So I agree with Carla there that it felt that it was a very bad fan fiction story.
Yeah.
Like, they just forced a lot of things.
And there's a lot of strange fan service.
Yeah.
And it's just, what was that? What was that about? What was that for?
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
that doesn't sound like something that J.K. Rowling herself would write.
That's true. And it's too fast. I know for play, it should be the pacing.
Right.
Because, like, you can't really drag. It's not Bollywood film. So,
Yeah.
you can only, like, put some snippets there, and people should get the point there. Because it's a play. It's a stage play. Things should be fast.
Yeah.
Costume changes fast. Everything.
Yeah, you only get a couple of hours
Yeah.
to tell the story.
That's true.
But that's such a mind-boggling thing. That why make it a worldwide released
I
book
know,
instead
yeah.
of like a souvenir program?
And I think, I don't know if you noticed, but J.K. Rowling did not really agree at once. So the book came out. I mean, there were rumors about the play, there were trailers and all that. And then the book comes out, and it's just the two authors who talked about it. It took a while for J.K. Rowling to confirm that, yeah, I approve of this. So I actually wonder if that was the case, if it's a pressure because, there are so many people already are buying it, or
Yeah.
I don't know if she's just saying yes, because there are a lot of actually complaints from geeks or whatever when apparently the creator agrees with a creation that, let's say, a film or TV series or whatever, that apparently they feel like that's not supposed to be true to the original creator, but the creator says, yeah, I agree with it. But
Yeah.
how can you agree? The interpretation is so bad or so off.
Yeah, which
That's
is
what I felt.
which unfortunately, I'm supposed to feel. I wish I could still feel like J.K. Rowling's our queen and everything, but she has those moments like that wherein everything sort of feels like it was thought of or confirmed after the fact.
Yeah, that's true. I know it's
And you gotta wonder, like, was that really intentional that she withheld that information, or was it just, oh yeah, that works, that matches up,
Yeah.
let's make it so.
yeah, that's true. Well, okay. We will,
A lot of feelings,
a lot
guys.
of feelings there. So we will play some songs so that you won't feel so like, why are they so angry? No, we're not angry. We're just expressing
We
ourselves.
just have a lot of feelings.
Yeah. So I'll be playing a song that was played in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them film.
Nice.
This is called The Blind Pig by Emmi. You're still here in 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction here on Jam 80.3, your new music alternative.
The phoenix cried fat tears of bird. Why the dragon snapped up his best girl, and the billywig forgot to twirl when his sweetheart left him cold. The unicorn done lost his horn. Ah, the hippogriff feels awful Lord, 'cause the lady loves have up and gone. But that's what I've been told. Phoenix cried fat tears of bird. Why the dragon snapped up his best girl, and the billywig forgot to twirl when his sweetheart left him cold. The unicorn done lost his horn. Ah, the hippogriff feels awful Lord, 'cause the lady loves have up and gone. But that's what I've been told. Yes, love is at the beast has stirred, but I diverse and the meek conquer as ruffled feathers, fleece and fur. 'Cause love tries all those wide.
Causes are only lost when you give up. This is Laila Gaspi, and you're listening to 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction with Marty Tengco on Jam 88.3. So say we all.
Harry suddenly realized that the tape measure, which was measuring between his nostrils, was doing this on its own. Mr. Ollivander was flitting around the shelves, taking down boxes. "That will do," he said, and the tape measure crumpled into a heap on the floor. "Right then, Mr. Potter. Try this one. Beechwood and dragon heartstring, 9 inches, nice and flexible. Just take it and give it a wave." Harry took the wand and, feeling foolish, waved it around a bit, but Mr. Ollivander snatched it out of his hand almost at once. "Maple and phoenix feather, 7 inches, quite whippy. Try?" Harry tried, but he had hardly raised the wand when it too was snatched back by Mr. Ollivander. "No, no. Here, ebony and unicorn hair, 8.5 inches, springy. Go on, try it out." Harry tried, and tried. He had no idea what Mr. Ollivander was waiting for. The pile of tried wands was moving higher and higher on the spindly chair, but the more wands Mr. Ollivander pulled from the shelves, the happier he seemed to become. "Tricky customer, eh? Not to worry, we'll find the perfect match here somewhere. I wonder now... Yes, why not? Unusual combination. Holly and phoenix feather, 11 inches, nice and supple." Harry took the wand. He felt a sudden warmth in his fingers. He raised the wand above his head, brought it swishing down through the dusty air, and a stream of red and gold sparks shot from the end like a firework, throwing dancing spots of light onto the walls. Hagrid whooped and clapped, and Mr. Ollivander cried, "Oh, bravo! Yes, indeed, oh, very good! Well, well, well! How curious! How very curious!" He put Harry's wand back into its box and wrapped it in brown paper, still muttering, "Curious, curious." "Sorry," said Harry, "but what's curious?" Mr. Ollivander fixed Harry with his pale stare. "I remember every wand I've ever sold, Mr. Potter. Every single wand. It so happens that the phoenix whose tail feather is in your wand gave another feather, just one other. It is very curious. Yes, 13.5 inches, you. Curious indeed how these things happen. The wand chooses the wizard, remember. I think we must expect great things from you, Mr. Potter. After all, he who must not be named did great things. Terrible, yes, but great."
And you just heard the queen herself, J.K. Rowling, reading an excerpt. Actually, this particular excerpt is her favorite. The one we're in about creating the one. Harry visiting Ollivanders. Up to the... Actually, it's actually 8 minutes long. I just shorted it because it's that chapter. Chapter 5, page 84. No, it starts from page 82 to 85 in this version, American version. I think this is the American version. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But basically with the cover of Mary Grand Pré, because there's so many versions. There's the UK version, American version, but basically the cover of Mary Grand Pré. So from chapter 5, pages 82 to 85 is her favorite chapter because she remembers how she wrote it and all that. So this particular one is her favorite, which is when Harry goes to Ollivanders. And he was, he doesn't know anything about the magical world.
Right.
And
where he learns how the wand chooses
the wizard. Yes, and he learns that his wand is apparently a twin core with Tom Riddle's.
Right, but it's Tom Riddle's wand.
He who must not be named. So because they can't say, they don't know he's Tom Riddle. They know him as Voldemort. So.
But man, I agree. I really love that Diagon Alley setting.
And that
it's so the one magical. Like it feels so. I find it just as magical as the Hogwarts setting.
That's true.
Being able to imagine Diagon Alley and the shops,
yes,
and all the goings on. People magically, using people freely using their magic, and it's just.
Hi,
it's
Joey.
So cool. Hello,
Joey. Did you read Harry Potter? No. That's not never.
Man,
that's okay.
We gotta get some copies of the book up in here. Find out what everybody's house is.
I learned how to read.
That's Joey. Guys.
Well, you don't need to read when you're on radio.
Oh, Joey. Okay, and then do you remember what was your what was the fascinating about Diagon Alley for you? From the moment Harry enters with the Hagrid doing these things with the bricks.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, leaky cauldron first.
Yeah, the leaky cauldron.
That's the sort of the hidden entrance, right?
Yeah.
And then they tap the
brick.
bricks. And then, what is your favorite store?
Oh, Marty, these questions. My favorite store. Ooh.
I mean, if it's real, although it's real now, and like there's so many recreations of Diagon Alley, but it's not the real thing, it's not magic.
Yeah.
So if it's magical, if it's real, what store would you want to go to?
Ooh, am I allowed to say Weasley's Wizard Weezers yet? Because they eventually end up in Diagon Alley.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I think that would be really cool to see, as see all the it must be packed with kids, buying all these jokes, all these prank things, and I think it would also be really cool to see Elop's Owl Emporium.
Yes, because I want to have a pet owl.
Yeah. So guys, tell us which Harry Potter universe pet would you have? Because you've got those usual ones, right? Like you've got the owl.
Yeah.
You've got the cat.
The menagerie, right?
Yeah. The owl, the cat.
Rat.
The rat, the toad.
What else? I can actually pretty much get a lot of pets there that are weird. You can get even, not bats, but snake. You can get a pet snake.
You can get a snake.
I
okay.
Think, yeah, I think. Or was it just a lot of forums? But I think you can get as any pet as you can. But you can have a crop, right? Which is the dog with two tails, right? It's like a regular dog.
Oh,
with
a crop.
tails.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, these were the Fantastic Beasts coming.
Yeah, you need the actual textbook.
Which I don't remember anymore, but there's a crop. You don't want to have a blast-ended screw. Never.
I don't think that's a Hogwarts sanctioned pet.
Yeah, unless you want gold.
Well, no, that's a Niffler.
A Niffler. Okay, yeah.
A Niffler will
oh,
find
they're
you.
so cute.
Niffler will find you the gold.
Yeah, they're so cute. Like they are like platypuses.
Yeah, they look like it looks like a little platypus slash
thief.
Hamster thief thing. I don't know how you guys felt about the interpretation in the book.
And Fantastic Beasts, like, so that's what they look like.
Yeah.
They go invisible.
It's pretty cute. I think they needed some kind of cute little creature as part of the whole deal. So
yeah, what pet again would you like to have?
I feel like an owl would just be the most useful thing because you
they
get your mail.
That's
you can
true.
send out your mail with your owl.
Yeah, that's true. You can talk to them like as if I think they do understand their owners, right? Like everything.
Well, yeah, because like Harry would just tell Hedwig, "Oh, you take this to Sirius."
Yes.
Wherever he may be.
And they know.
And she would do it. She'd just go and
it will take her days, maybe if it's far.
Yeah, she'd find her way to Sirius Black.
And I remember Hagrid telling Harry like, your owl will know where to find me. Which is odd, really, because I don't... So are you saying that owls have GPS?
Maybe.
How do you know where they stay?
Kenneth has a question.
Okay,
that's kind of related to our animal conversation here.
Okay.
Which is, why didn't the Marauders map recognize Scabbers as Peter Pettigrew?
Yeah. Or was it not this... No way.
Because I think we saw this with Sirius Black when he was in dog form. He was still visible, I think, on the map as Sirius Black.
Right.
So, given that, doesn't it mean that Peter Pettigrew should have been visible all this time?
Yeah. That is also a big question for me, like a loop, like a error in the story.
Yeah, I feel like there's no real explanation or anything intentional that...
Yeah. Because it should have been, because I remember there's this part wherein Harry finds Barty Crouch's name, and that's book 4. And apparently Harry was alarmed. He thought, oh, it's Barty Crouch, but he didn't understand it was Barty Crouch Jr. Right?
Yes, correct.
Right? So there was that follow through, but not the Peter Pettigrew issue. Yeah, you're correct there. I actually am confused there. Okay, Crindle actually has several, and I have to read her first message.
Yeah, okay.
She first said...
I love all of Crindle's input here. Thank you, Crindle Garcia, for your input.
Yeah, but she said first is, which she messaged really first, and I'm sorry I didn't read this. My favorite HP book is the... what's this? What's H.O.? What's H.O.? Wait, what's Philosopher's Stone? What's this? What's the second book?
H.O.?
What's H.O.? And The Prisoner of Azkaban. What's Deathly Hallows is D.H. What are the...
Not Order of the Phoenix, not...
Oh, is it Half-Blood Prince?
That would be HBP.
Yeah.
Usually Half-Blood Prince is
Okay,
referred
what
to as
book
HBP.
is this? But I understand The Prisoner of Azkaban. Because that's definitely... Oh, no. That's... Order of... No, I don't know. So what's HO? I don't know what HO is, but Prisoner of Azkaban. If you look back after finishing the series, this is the first hint that Severus cared for Harry Potter at all. Yes. Also, of course, Sirius Black's introduction, the rest of HP's parents' friends, Lupin and even Peter to the story. Yeah, that's true. I agree. She also says, and then Carla, you go read the rest of Crindle's.
Okay. I love Crindle's input here. Okay, another convo starter, but for chismosa like me and my best friend's boyfriend, is the connection between Gilderoy Lockhart, Professor Trelawney, and Bellatrix Lestrange.
Are you guys kidding me?
I've never made that connection before.
I never even thought about it. Are you serious? Are you serious?
I think we'll need Crindle to expound on that one.
What is that? Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. Crindle replying actually to Kenneth about the Marauders map, which is that Crindle says that probably it would show Peter Pettigrew on the map, but maybe Fred and George just never really noticed.
Yeah, because I think there were two, going to the secret entrances and getting food from.
I guess. Yeah, maybe it was as simple as that. They just didn't.
Yeah,
have the time of day to look for their brother Ron.
Yeah, because at the time when they gave the map to Harry, first he doesn't even know who Peter Pettigrew is.
That's true. To be fair, until the whole Voldemort is back thing, nobody really, I guess, thought of the name Peter Pettigrew. They're kids, and they weren't they didn't know all the details of the era of.
And he's supposed to be dead because there's this Order of Merlin thing that his mom got because he was supposed to be murdered by Sirius Black, who's a Death Eater, supposedly, blah, blah, blah. So that's the reason why I guess maybe you're right that it wasn't really discussed because they were like, who cares? We just want to get out of Hogwarts and buy food.
Yeah, just insignificant to them.
Yeah, at the time, yeah.
Okay, could be as simple as that. Good input, Crindle.
Let's hope it's just that. Let's just hope it's just that and nothing more. Okay, okay, this is another elephant in the room. So there's Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. There is the books translated to film.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another elephant in the room that people are. What's your opinion about it being translated to film?
I think on the most part, I found it enjoyable. They did what they had to do for that translation into the film medium. But on the most part, there are a few things here and there that were like, why did that just happen? Particularly the way Dumbledore asked Harry if he put his name in the Goblet of Fire. There's so much rage to this day on the internet about this. Because in the book,
Harry,
very specifically, Dumbledore asks him calmly.
Yeah, calmly.
Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? And then cut to the movie. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? And everybody is just, where did that come from? That is not in the source material. That was.
The rage
it was
just
so unnecessary.
Yeah, he's the angry side. So the first was this. Okay, yeah, that's Dumbledore.
Yeah. Michael Gambon was a fantastic Dumbledore.
The first two was, he's like the grandfather. Welcome, Harry.
Yes.
And then, unfortunately, what's his name? The guy who died. So basically, unfortunately, he died. So Michael Gambon had to take up the role on book 3 and onwards until the 6th book where he's supposed to be dead. Yeah, there are a lot of that. The rage and the unnecessary. And he's too fast. I think he's too irrational. I think they have this Dumbledore, that image of Dumbledore.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are defending him, saying that. But you see, you have to understand the pressure is on. Voldemort was blah, blah, and all that. I don't know. I guess. Yeah.
But, book Dumbledore managed it, so.
Yeah, that's true. He was calm all the way. Except if you do backtrack. Oh, okay, at least the book described him as calm until book 7 where it shows that, he has his temper. Like when he was younger. Like, yeah.
And of course, okay, guys, you can't call spoilers on this. It's been too long.
Yes, it's too long. It started in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And it ended in 2007, I think.
Okay, no, there you go. So y'all had plenty of time, okay?
For the books, okay? I'm not talking about the film. The books alone was forever, so stop. Just
So like
kidding.
I think book 7, which I think it's time for us to delve into book 7, which is you get to see that anguish. Oh, sorry, book 6 even.
Yeah.
Where you see that anguish of Dumbledore after he drinks the potion,
Yeah.
protecting one of the Horcruxes supposedly. And you know, you kind of see this side of Dumbledore that you've never seen before. He's
Right.
he's weak, he's crying and
He's
and
begging to please stop because that potion apparently impairs you and makes all
Yeah.
your worst nightmares show up. And the thing is, Harry's not used to it. He's expecting Dumbledore. You're the eldest here. You're the older dude here.
You're the adult here.
And apparently that it's not even real. The Horcrux there wasn't even real. It was a replica.
Yeah.
And that was because of Sirius' brother, which is Regulus.
Yeah, Regulus Black.
What odd names.
I know.
Sorry, Regulus Black. So, yeah, that was...
Yeah, so it was just so heartbreaking to know it was for nothing. But there it was what it was, and
What
it
can
was
you... I mean, sorry, I just remembered this part of the film. The
Yeah.
part in book 7 wherein they threw the wand. The death stick, the wand of death.
Oh, which was not how they addressed it in the book.
I'm so sorry. It's so fun because...
He threw it. He threw it away. That's just...
I was like, huh? What?
It's like, I don't know. I was willing to let it go because I guess I knew the movies would never delve into the lore quite so deeply.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was the end of the movie. I was emotional, so I was willing to let it go, and I will just bury that moment.
How about
deep.
the part? And I remember this. A lot of you fans of Harry Potter were roasting the production because there's this part wherein it's very clear in the book that says that Voldemort just died, no effects, no nothing. He just died, like he just fell.
I see.
But in the film, it's like production, like. And then
Yeah,
there's so
yeah,
many
yeah.
things going on in the screen. What were your thoughts about that?
I think, again, it was them doing what they had to do to make it a cinematic experience.
I know, yeah. That I agree with Carla too. Because when people were already roasting, I was like, "Oh, come on, guys! You had to feel it. You had to feel it. He
Yeah.
died. It's still the ta-da! The bad guy is beaten. It's part of the cinema thing. You know, it's not part of the book. Because book it's different. It's obviously like." Actually, if you read the book, Bellatrix Lestrange had more oomph than Voldemort dying. Because there's a part that she was dueling three kids, actually. It was Luna, Ginny, and one more. I forgot. I'm not sure. But she bested them all. Obviously, she's so into the dark arts. And then
Yeah.
the mom of the Weasley's mom, which is Molly, suddenly takes over. So that's when, there, and then boom, she dies. That's the one that had more production in the book compared to Voldemort. There's a bit of discussion, boom, dies. And that was it. It was actually like, it was end. And people
Yeah.
couldn't believe that it's the end, period. Yeah, so I guess I agree with Carla. There's some things in film that really need to be like,
Yeah, it
has to-
can have that. It needs to have that extra oomph, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
to tell the story visually. But I think, yeah, while we're talking in like the book 6, book 7 territory, I think I'd really like to go into the topic that Crindle started, which was
Okay, go for it.
which was our Horcruxes
Yes.
and the Hallows.
Yeah, the 7
and
years,
how
7.
Harry and Dumbledore
Yeah.
weave into that story, and
Snape
and,
even.
and
Severus
Snape, yeah.
Severus Snape.
So of course you've got the 3 Peverell brothers, right?
Yeah.
For the wand, the stone, and the cloak.
Yeah.
And-
Ignotus? Oh
yeah.
my gosh,
so
I forgot the 2.
I'm sure you guys still remember them, and like who got what. So I think it was really cool how fans have drawn that parallel between the 3 brothers.
Yeah.
And Harry,
Yeah.
Snape,
Severus, yeah.
and Voldemort.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom Riddle. Yeah,
Yeah,
the one for
because-
power. Yeah.
Yeah, so Voldemort, in his pursuit of the Elder Wand,
Yeah.
was the one who died for power.
Yeah, he's the one.
Snape, in his pursuit of, I guess, his love for Lily,
Yeah.
Lily Potter, and how he's just living with his ghosts.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of draws his parallel to the stone.
Yes.
And how with Harry Potter, of course, and his cloak,
Yeah.
and the fact that he did greet death as an old friend,
Right.
as the tale goes, that the 3rd brother who got the cloak one day just took off the cloak
Yeah.
and greeted death as an old friend. And anyway, you can't not see that parallel once it's pointed out to you. And of course,
that's
our bonus point, which is who is death? That is my favorite
Yeah.
Harry Potter theory.
Yes.
My favorite Harry Potter
Yes.
theory is that Dumbledore is death.
That is true.
When that was pointed out, how number one Dumbledore gave those 3 Hallows to Harry, and
Yes.
he was the source of the 3 Hallows.
Yes.
He had the wand, he had the
Yes.
ring,
Yes.
and and he gave Harry the cloak.
Yeah.
Plus the extra fact that when Harry, quote unquote, died,
Yeah.
who greeted him as an old
Dumbledore,
friend but
yeah.
Dumbledore?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. So when I read that fan theory, oh my goodness,
Yeah,
it was just
beautiful.
this is canon to me.
Yeah, sorry. Like there's things that are not canon. We feel like it's canon. I agree with her. I was so touched. Like, oh, and then I cried a bit. And yeah, it's real for me. But Rowling, I think, hasn't really confirmed anything. But for us, it's like for real. Yeah, I loved it. What other theories do you like?
Oof. I really love the theory that the reason why the Dursleys were so nasty to Harry in their home was because of the presence of a Horcrux.
Ooh, nice.
Because Harry was one of the Horcruxes.
The 7th, the last, yeah. Oh, nice. That's
Diba?
a good theory. Yeah.
So that really makes sense because it's very clear in the books that anyone with prolonged exposure to one of the Horcruxes,
yes,
becomes this really nasty person, really
Right,
angry,
yes,
nasty.
yeah.
And with that in mind, and Harry, and knowing now that Harry is a how do you say that? He is a Horcrux, or he has one inside of him.
Yeah, right, sure.
So the prolonged exposure of the Dursleys to a Horcrux all of Harry's life, could be an explanation as to why they were so terrible with him.
Yeah, good point. I never thought about it. That's true. And when the Horcrux was gone, I think there were post stories that apparently Dudley and Harry have civil relationships, that they're okay generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's gone. And they're pretty much updated because when they were like taken away in refuge by the Order, I think they were pretty much informed like of what's gonna happen, blah blah, and all that. Although Vernon was thinking it's the housing, I can't blame him because that's the most practical thing you can think of. You're taking away my house.
True.
I understand it. It feels like you're taking away my house, but yeah, that's true. I feel like it's a good theory. Yeah.
Good one, huh?
Quite solid for me too.
I thought it was a really good one too.
Yeah.
If you guys have any fan theories about Harry Potter that you want to share with us
Okay.
here on our our live streams here.
Yes, please.
Then-
Okay. Anthony Benito said Richard Harris. Yes, he's the first. Book 1. He's the Dumbledore
Richard
1
Harris.
and 2. Yeah.
There you go.
Did you know that Ian McKellen was actually asked to continue the Dumbledore role?
Really?
Yeah,
Ian
because-
McKellen?
Yeah, the Gandalf.
So he would have been Gandalf and Dumbledore.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a bit of a bad news there because the only thing that Ian McKellen was able to say was like, I can only be one wizard at a time. So that was the funny thing. But there was an underlying story to that. Apparently, Richard Harris is against the LGBTQ community. And the thing is, Ian McKellen is obviously
Is gay,
gay.
yeah.
So that's the reason why I think that was what Ian McKellen's way of saying, it's okay. I mean, Richard Harris isn't like people like me. That's what the people were saying. That's what the other rumors were. But the thing that the press release that Ian McKellen said was like, I can only be one wizard.
Yeah.
And being Gandalf is hard work.
Which I wonder how that lines up because Richard Harris, as you say, was not supportive of the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
But later on, you get this news from J.K. Rowling herself that Dumbledore was actually gay.
Yeah, that's true. Him and the guy that the wizard, the one Grindelwald.
Oh, Grindelwald. Okay.
See, imagine they had the thing going on, but it's more of an intellectual thing. Like because maybe Dumbledore felt that he needed to banter with someone smart. So that's how Rowling felt that it's not the usual bond that you think, gays and all that. No, it's like the intellectual bond, and Dumbledore felt like, someone I could banter with and talk to and who could understand my theories and imagination. And
I think not even speaking romantically, but I feel like Dumbledore felt like him and Grindelwald at some point were soulmates.
Yeah, something like that.
Not even thinking of the romantic part of it.
It's more of like we can create things, but it went overboard with the power side. Like
too
that's
where their ideals I think started to split.
Yeah, and then Ariana Grande? No, I'm just
Grande. Wait a minute. Is this a crossover?
Sorry. Ariana Dumbledore accidentally was killed in the crossfire because she was a person with disabilities as we speak. Some error there.
Yeah, and she could not control her powers.
And because of some bullying that was done to her by muggles. So there we go. So that's the reason why Aberforth is so pissed off with Dumbledore, because it's his fault. Like, he's the eldest. He's supposed to have taken care of the two other siblings, which is Aberforth and Ariana.
Yeah.
There.
But he was, like, Dumbledore was so caught up in
his
you know,
ambition, power,
yes,
very
exactly.
Slytherin. I'm just kidding. Well, it could be. I don't know. Maybe Dumbledore maybe encompasses all the 4 houses.
Yeah.
It could be.
Do you think you could kind of draw a parallel between I suppose the political ideologies of Dumbledore and Grindelwald? Do you think you could draw some kind of parallel to some real world issue like let's say white supremacy or because you know how Dumbledore and Grindelwald, they had this
Purist
idea
thing.
of like a purification of the wizard
Yeah,
know,
that's
race.
right. Yeah.
Would you call it a race even?
Yeah, maybe.
But
it's possible that it's 100% almost parallel to anyone with issues with purification things. Like, because there's just too much. Like, if we go down the real life world history from the beginning of time till now, we have so much purification things going on that it's abhorrent. Like, if you hear it once, it's abhorrent. If you hear their thoughts, you'd get, okay, I get your logic, but there's the moral compass there that you have to consider. Like, okay, I get your point. I understand where you're coming from, but there are moral compasses. You can't just kill people. You can't just eliminate race, because it's not like you're breeding dogs or plants for that matter. This is human being or animals or whatever. You just can't do that. So, yeah.
So on that note, who do you think is the better baddie? Is it Grindelwald or is it...
Tom Riddle is so callous, I think. It's like tactless. Like, I mean careless, sorry. I think it's so careless for me. But so is Grindelwald. I think bad guys... Okay, so I remember there's this interview. I did one show wherein they say he believes that villains are actually very good with planning. They say that it's just that authors have to make it like, especially if it's kids' book, it has to have a happily ever after thing going on. So it's why, sorry, bad guy, even if you're smart, you have to die. So I think that maybe because Rowling, of course, is rooting. Of course, you have to make the good guys win. So the bad guys look like they're really sloppy or whatever. But what if, what if they're real human beings and then you get to speak to them? It's not so bad. It's not that flawed, maybe? I don't know. So Grindelwald has his smarts. Riddle has his smarts because he felt oppressed. I won't be oppressed. But it just was twisted. Like, too twisted.
Which I think is where you can sort of apply the whole, the character alignment test, I suppose, which is for those of you who play Dungeons and Dragons or the like, or even just basic character creation. You have to think of their alignment, which is, your intersection of being a lawful or chaotic person and being a good or neutral or evil person.
Yeah.
So I think that'll really define your villain based on, are they lawful evil, are they lawful good, lawful or true neutral, even like neutral.
I think a lot of fans say that you'll find Riddle and Grindelwald reasonable bad people. I think they don't like Umbridge, period. Like, she's bad. Like, technically,
there's no reasoning.
She's not. She didn't even delve into the dark arts. They say she's boring as whatever. And she doesn't have any problems. There's really none. Like, people can't, like, they did a background because people don't like Umbridge, so they find ways to not. But
so there's nothing to humanize her.
There's nothing, and there's not even she's just pure evil, they say. So a lot of fans really don't like Umbridge just because there's nothing there, but she's just evil. She's like a fanatic. She's really more a fanatic of the evil. Like, so there's the bad guy and there's a fan of the bad guy. And usually the fan of the bad guy is more of the exaggerated, overly doing things. I think that's what I don't like Umbridge. She's the really bad guy I don't like.
Yeah, I think she's the only, like, a lot of books, a lot of stories, the characters aren't all necessarily black and white in terms of they're good and evil. So like you get stories like just to sidetrack a little bit, you get stories like Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
where everybody is some shade of gray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, you don't have a truly good hero and a truly evil bad guy.
Yeah.
Which you get some of that also in Harry Potter. Of course, it's still being a kid's story.
Yeah, it is.
Harry Potter, you still have some more clearly defined villains. But when we're mincing through our villain side, you have people like Narcissa Malfoy.
Yeah.
She's technically on the baddie side.
Yes,
but you sympathize with her as a mother.
Yes, that's true.
As someone who just got caught in the crossfire. She happens to be married to Lucius. And, and towards the end of the story, you kind of see how she's just stuck here, but all she cares about is saving her son.
Yeah, she's a mom.
Yeah.
So she will and Slytherins are known to to make a decision based on what will work for them the most. That's what Slytherins are. And she's a mom. She'll definitely do everything for her son.
Yeah.
No matter what you say about Draco Malfoy, that's her son. You know, that he's the face that she loves.
Yeah.
So that's the part where she'll take care of him by hook or by crook there. And she's also a wife. So she'll do anything, but she's more of a mother than a wife, really, in the whole time that she was fleshed out in 7. Yeah.
So she really was, she was trying to stand by her husband by not ratting him out or anything, or going into hiding or something to take Lucius Malfoy away from the Death Eaters. But in the end, she just couldn't. You couldn't tear her away from her love for Draco.
Yeah,
and I think that was a really cool way to see how some of the characters, how you changed your mind about these characters, because you see that arc happen.
Yeah,
and, not like a lot of, I think very few of the Harry Potter characters were flat characters.
Yeah, there's none. Severus is just like the whole spectrum of concave and convex there.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, what? Really?
Yes, let's touch on Snape, shall we? Guys, tell us your sentiments now on Severus Snape. For those of you who just joined us, we're talking about everything Harry Potter.
Yeah, we are.
Geeking out about all things Harry Potter. Yeah. So hello to everybody on our streams. Hello to everybody on our streams over there.
Yeah.
We're talking about all things Harry Potter on Jam 8.3. So right now, let's talk about Severus Snape.
Yes, please.
Because that is an entire sub-story of its own.
That is a huge story that, it's like a mini story in Deathly Hallows.
Or it's just an undercurrent throughout all of the books.
Yes.
Whereas after you finish the last book and you see what the real intentions of Severus Snape were, you gotta go back.
Yeah.
You gotta go back
from the first book.
To the first book onwards and see now what his frame of mind was.
Right.
Given that, he made this promise to Dumbledore to protect Harry.
Yeah.
And even though he hated the boy,
because he was bullied
he was bullied by James Potter. And of course, Harry was a spitting image of James.
Minus the eyes.
Minus the eyes. So, throughout, in spite of that hatred, he has to go through these 7. So it's so great to go back to the first books after the 7th and try and see what was, motivating Snape throughout all of that.
Yes. Everything, from the time, so you know now why he's super angry when Sirius was able to escape. There's this really, really animosity there because, they were bullies. They were being bullied.
Yeah.
It's 1 against 4. So you have James and Sirius who are thick as thieves. You have Lupin that's a problem. He wasn't doing anything. So he's this, I'm sorry, I can't help you, but they're bad, but I'm sorry. The most useless. And then Peter Pettigrew, who was idolizing the 2 boys. So it was 4 against 1, and he was bullied all throughout his school life. He was told to keep quiet or he'll be removed from school. And then fast forward to present day with Harry Potter, with the face of James Potter, with Lily's eyes, has the kalokohan of the 2 boys of Sirius and James, and it's showing there his stubbornness, his unwillingness. I don't like Snape, blah blah blah. And then it's Gryffindor versus Slytherin, and it's there. And then oh no, it's like it will come crashing through to you on 7. Like, wow, all that sacrifice just for a promise, just because I'm sorry, Lily, I said the wrong word and it broke your heart. So now, there you go.
Yeah,
it's just sad. I know it's the ultimate. And he's the ultimate. The Resurrection Stone story. Yeah,
really. And it's really just, you got to imagine the massive guilt that he feels.
Right.
Because it was, he was, as a young man, he was lost and he ended up, straying towards the Death Eaters. And it was his information that led to the deaths of Lily and James.
That's true.
And so that must be some massive guilt that he's living with.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
imagine having so imagine having to to try and help this boy, this little rugrat Harry Potter, and see past the hatred you have for his dad, and carry that guilt and carry still that love for Lily.
Yeah,
and it's just oof. How do you even juggle that kind of baggage?
And there's no therapy there.
No.
I mean, that's the thing with the wizarding world. They're kind of a bit backwards there. So, unlike at the time, the modern day of Muggle England or Muggle London, they already had therapy. But in Wizarding London, it's not. Like, what's therapy? They don't know that. There's so many things they don't know. And a lot of the pure blood families are like, no, we believe in what we want to believe in, period.
Right.
Sorry. So there, it's just sad. You know what? Sorry, speaking of theories, Crindle has a theory, Carla.
Okay.
It's so strange.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, before that, let's get back to the explanation of what Crindle was saying about Bellatrix, Professor Trelawney, and of course Gilderoy Lockhart. So the explanation behind that, pala, why it might have been weird on set, is the man who plays Gilderoy Lockhart used to be the husband of Professor Trelawney.
Oh, okay.
And then he left her for Helena Bonham Carter.
Oh, I didn't know this. A lot of Hollywood things.
My goodness.
I didn't know that. Oh, so that's why Helena Bonham Carter and what's her husband's name? Used to be husband's name. Tim Burton. So is that the reason why they're not together anymore?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Crindle continues and says, sorry, daldal ko na, Harry Potter. No, do not apologize. Like, we really appreciate all your comments and all your input. So, guys, be more like Crindle and send us your anything Harry Potter, anything you want to say about the fandom.
Yes.
Anything you want to say about the story, the theories.
Definitely.
If you just want to tell us what house you're in.
Yes, that will be fantastic.
Then please chime in, say hello.
Rick Bryan is tagging a friend. Thank you for your tagging friends
Yay!
and for inviting friends to listen. Hi. Okay, she has this theory. Crindle has this odd theory.
Oh, here we go. That Harry and Hermione are actually siblings?
That is odd, right?
I think that one's a little far-fetched. I don't know.
Why?
It's
I'm curious about this because a lot of fan fiction stories, of course, if it's fan fiction, they'll force it. But I'm curious what your thoughts are based on the facts that Rowling created. Okay, guys, just there. Don't add so many things. 'Cause a lot of fans are like, you put this story and this storyline, and there you go. There's the ending that we want. You can't do that all. No. With this one, just tell us how come. Crindle, go for it. And I hope you're already okay because I know you had asthma or something. Yeah, I hope you're okay now. Okay, now I have a curious question, Carla, for you.
Yeah.
What do you want with the Harry Potter series? Would you like a continuation or what Rowling is doing now, which is a backtrack?
Well, I think definitely not a continuation because as I said earlier, we already went through that grieving process of saying goodbye to our original Harry Potter,
Hermione, Ron.
Yeah. So I was happy to have ended that where it ended, which is why I think I was so upset about Cursed Child.
Upset is the word.
Upset.
Yeah, okay.
Upset about
upset.
Cursed Child.
Okay.
So definitely not a continuation. I guess I'm okay with the fact that they're doing sort of like some prequels here.
Yes.
But I'm a little worried about how it's messing with
the timeline.
With our original stuff.
Yeah.
So I just hope that it's not too much revising of what we currently know. You know, the things that were set in stone. If they were not previously there, then fine, go and fill in those gaps. But if they were like established facts from our original stories, I think just leave it alone, please. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Let it be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, what can you say? Because, guys, if you're a real Potter fan, you will know Pottermore. And Rowling has been putting a lot of side stories. So much that when we were talking about it off air, both of us haven't finished the site. That's how much information there are. What do you think about Rowling fleshing out and discussing that there are other schools, that there are other actual, like, if they're the Fantastic Beasts discussed there by Newt Scamander is not actually completely everything, and that, and there are animals not just in Wales or there in Hogwarts area, there's also in North America, and there's actually in Japan, there is in what do you think about this additional side stories? Do they mess up with the storyline, or are you okay with it? Do you want more, or no, not really? What do you think about those side stories?
I think in terms of the additional schools that we're seeing, I don't think it's unfounded. I don't think it's just completely out of nowhere, because we did get to see that in book 4.
Yeah, we did.
So,
just 2 though.
In that sense, of course, of course the wizards weren't just in Europe.
Yeah, of course.
Right. So I'm sure that part I'm chill with, because it makes sense that it was there, that exists, that there are different governments, different magical governments in different parts of the world, which I suppose that is an okay way to proceed with telling more of the story. But I think it's just the fans are very keen or very aware of how whether it's genuinely made out of like an outpouring of creativity, or if it's motivated by something else.
Okay.
Which sometimes I really do get the vibe of. I'm sure you've had moments that you're like, was that really necessary? Was that done just to stir the pot? Or
like, because there are short stories created there about, let's say, McGonagall and who she really is, her background. I mean, sure, I would love to, but it sort of confused me. I'm okay with, like, for example, if you check Pottermore, there is where Ollivander, quote unquote, because obviously it's Rowling, but it says that Ollivander created this dictionary of, like, the wands, the different kinds of wood, the different kinds of cores that are used, and what they're for, and what should work, what should not work, like when you create a wand and all that. That's cool, because you're curious about wands, you're curious about everything Harry Potter. But the side story is actually like, oh, okay, so it confused me. The side stories about, let's say, Rowling, why it's 9 3/4 and all that makes sense. It's why she wrote those things. But the side stories like McGonagall or whatever when she was younger, but I mean, it's okay, I guess, but it's sort of like a bit confusing. Just a bit confusing.
And I think it's because of how everything is after the fact. It was after. Okay.
Yeah.
Take something like, because what we're trying to get here is the wizarding world, right? She's expanding it into a whole, I guess, sort of universe, right? Or something along those lines. Let's take a look at a universe, so to speak, that did it right, which, personally, if you ask me, is J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings universe, where the lore goes hand in hand, the stories go hand in hand with the story as you're reading it. So you have things like there are lines in Elvish, but there's already the Elvish language preconceived and and woven into the story. Already the epic heroes of their story is already all in there, and I think that makes the difference, because it's not like it's not the way it unfolded with Harry Potter. We're in. Yeah, this is the story of Harry Potter. Yeah. Oh, by the way, here's all the info about this, about how wands are made.
Plus.
And here's
PS.
all the info. Yeah, everything is PS. And I think that's what's kind of making us feel a little odd.
Yeah, it's like
because
sour
everything,
taste in your mouth.
everything is after the fact, and it's like, we already mourned, we already said goodbye to Harry Potter.
Yeah, this should have been given like when you were waiting, like when book 4, when you were waiting for. Maybe it could have, when this came out, it could have satiated the fans and hyped more. Like we'll wait. But Pottermore wasn't existing yet. There were just mailing lists at the time. Nothing. Yeah, it wasn't.
So I think it would have felt so much more genuine or so much more intentional.
Right.
It would have felt so much more intentional if all this material was coming out hand in hand with the original books.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, it could have been the way she was doing it with Fantastic Beasts or with Quidditch Through the Ages, wherein, it was released between books.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
And it didn't even have to be, super long or detailed or anything, but she did it.
That's true. Now, there's the theory. Krend already continued the theory, and that's odd. Really odd. And she goes, Parang Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. Separated at birth, Hermione was hidden by Lily and James, and Hermione knew it. That's why she cared too much about Harry, and why it never entered her mind to fall in love romantically with Harry. But why is it that it's like Hermione's the older sister? If there's... That's odd. I mean, I've never thought about it. Maybe a lot of the fans have thought about it because Hermione is really like the mom there between the three, because she's the girl, and girls mature faster. So that's why she's the one who's caring for the two boys. She's the one who's more, maybe because she's the most logical one. She has dentists for parents. The science, logic, blood is there. So maybe that's the reason why she's... Yeah, well, maybe it could be possible that she's the separated at birth kid thing. Maybe it's possible. I guess it's another... Well, it could be, I guess.
Yeah.
But the thing is, J.K. Rowling said she wanted Hermione and Harry to end up together. Because,
true.
and she regretted that Hermione and Ron ended up together because they really don't make sense for some people. I mean, there are couples who make sense. Like, it does that the serious one and the not so serious. It does happen, but maybe in her head, Rowling must have thought, no, they should have not been the case.
But see, that's what I mean, though. Like, why even tell us after the
Yeah.
fact?
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah, it's like
already...
a heartbreak and heartbreak and another heartbreak. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a coulda, woulda, shoulda kind of thing. We're in
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know, that I don't understand sometimes why all this extra information is like injected into our lives.
Yeah.
Because we just end up feeling, we argue about it, and we feel, nasayangan because it didn't happen. Or
Yeah, that's true. Okay, and I see the clock.
Oof.
Ooh.
So much for 60 minutes.
Yes, sorry. Well, Carla, any last minute message for anybody who hasn't read Harry Potter?
To anyone who hasn't read Harry Potter, what are you waiting for? But seriously, guys, even if you don't consider yourself someone who's an avid reader or a fan of reading in general, I think this was really the story. This was the story for me that started my love of it all, my love of reading.
Mm-hmm.
Like I when I first picked up my Harry Potter book, I didn't consider myself a reader.
Yeah,
I wasn't into that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was watching Disney Channel.
Yeah.
I was watching
me
Kim
too.
Possible
Yes.
and the like. And so I never would have considered myself a reader. And like it's just this whole magical journey that Harry Potter went on, and you being a part of it.
Yeah.
Especially for those of us who were there as it was unfolding, waiting for every book release, the excitement of waiting in line or
That's
pre-ordering
true.
your book, and
it's
like
the wait. It's like
the
waiting for an
wait.
iPhone.
Yeah. And at the time I hadn't yet discovered so much the Tumblr communities and all those other online communities where we could get ourselves
Forums
through
and whatever.
getting ourselves through that waiting period.
That's true.
And now, you can... There are so many Harry Potter communities that are still very much active.
Yes, yeah.
And plus, you have all this extra material now of Fantastic
That's true.
Beasts.
Yeah.
And so yeah, guys, if you've never considered it before, I think don't wait much longer. It's really something to experience.
Yeah, that's true. Give it a shot. I mean, if you're not into fantasy, just give it a shot. One book, or something, try it out. Or try the smaller books, which is the textbooks, quote unquote, if you want something really, really short. They're really literally a one-seating thing. Yeah.
Yeah, especially those first ones are really easy reads.
Yeah, very.
And it's really just about enjoying the journey.
Yeah. Carla, thank you so much.
Yay, thanks,
Marty.
Thank you to everyone who was listening. Everybody on our live stream over there. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
for
so
being
much.
here.
Thank you.
And to all of you over there. Hi, guys.
To those I haven't greeted at all in the comment section, I'm really sorry, guys, but thank you so much for tuning in, for listening. And of course, I'll be leaving you with this song from the Weird Sisters, of course. This is The Night. And of course, all the Weird Sister songs were all in the Goblet of Fire, so you could check that movie out. And next week will be Quiz Night.
Yay!
So it's... Is it still again millennial? Is it the same, Kooky? Tito versus Millennial again.
Ooh.
My gosh.
That sounds cool.
My first quiz night anniversary quiz was Tito versus Millennial. It was
Oh
so
my gosh.
funny. So we'll do another Tito versus Millennial.
Awesome.
And that will be next week again. 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction is Wednesdays, midnight to 1. 1:58 on the clock, guys. Good morning. And of course, the person who created my show, Miss Kooky Tuason. Yay! Her show is every Tuesdays. What's the name of your show? Because Filipinas is to poetry, the word, storytelling, everything related to the word is Tuesdays midnight to 2 a.m. So, guys, thank you so much for geeking out with us. I know it's so short, but thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
When all is dark and there's no light, lost in the deepest hour of night, I see you. Your hands are shaking, baby. You ain't been sleeping lately. There's something out there, and it don't seem very friendly, does it? If I could help you, I would help you, but it's difficult. There's something much more powerful than both of us possessing me. I got to get to grips. I don't wanna feel like this. Your voice keeps haunting me. I cannot eat or sleep. I'm going crazy in this hazy fantasy. You put a spell on me. Oh, but I ain't going down alone. So take your hands off me tonight. I'm breaking free. This is the night. This is the night. So take your hands off me tonight. I'm breaking free. This is the night. This is the night. There was a time I would have walked on burning coals for you, sailed across the ocean blue, climbed the highest mountain just to call your name. The moon throws down its light and cuts me to the quick tonight. The changes in the air, nothing will ever be the same. You still look good to me, but you're no good for me. I close my eyes and squeeze you from my consciousness, and in the morning when I wake, I walk the line and walk it straight. But the morning's so many miles away. Good God now! So take your hands off me tonight. I'm breaking free. This is the night. This is the night. So take your hands off me tonight. I'm breaking free. This is the night. 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 All right.
You're listening to 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction on Jam 88.3. I'm Franz Pantaleon reminding you that Quentin Tarantino didn't go to film school, he went to the movies.
Your weeknight dose of spoken word on primetime radio. Because Filipinas.
As life creates beats through hands and feet gestures.
If your sister asks me about you.
Because Filipinas. Hosted by Kooky Tuason. Tuesdays, 12 midnight.
Shut yourself off from the world and nod.
At hayaan mo ring aking hagkan ang pangangatan.
Because Filipinas. On your new music alternative. Jam 88.3. It's old music from the future. Or is it new music from the past? New music alternative. Jam 88.3.
Come on, baby, now. Let me look at you. Talk about yourself. Try to tell the truth. I could stay up half the night trying to crack your code. I could stay up half help me work it out. I won't let you down, so you don't need to shout. I could stay up half the night, playing with your head. I could stay up half the night, but I'd rather go to bed. On the night that I met you, I was on the town. On the night that I met you, I just wanna know how you feel. I want a love that's so proud and real. You make me wanna go out and steal. I just wanna fuck you. I just wanna fuck you. And every day, and every way, and every day, and every way, I just wanna know